Hello, everyone, and welcome to our English Conversation podcast for beginners. Today, we are going to talk about something very special, gratitude. Gratitude means being thankful for the good things in our lives. It can be small things, like a smile from a friend, or big things, like having a home or a family. And with me today is my good friend Anna.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Gratitude is one of my favorite topics because I believe that when we feel thankful, our hearts become lighter. Don't you think so, Mark?
Absolutely, Anna. When I start my day with gratitude, everything seems brighter. Even if it's raining, I can still find something to be thankful for, like the sound of the rain or a warm cup of coffee.
Oh, yes. Coffee is definitely something to be grateful for. I always start my morning by saying thank you. Not out loud, but in my heart. I thank the new day, the air I breathe, and the chance to learn something new.
That's beautiful. Many people think gratitude is just about saying thank you when someone gives you something, but it's much deeper than that. It's a way of looking at life, noticing what's good instead of only what's missing.
Exactly. When I was younger, I used to complain a lot. I always wanted more clothes, more time, more money. But then I realized that I already had enough. I just didn't see it.
That's a great example, Anna. Many of us forget to see what's already in front of us. Gratitude helps us slow down and notice the good things that are already there.
Yes, and it also makes relationships better. When I thank my friends or family, they feel appreciated. It makes them smile, and then I feel happy too.
Right. Gratitude connects people. Imagine you give someone a gift and they smile and say, "Thank you so much. That means a lot to me." How do you feel?
I feel great. It's such a small thing, but it really warms the heart.
That's the power of gratitude. It's not just words, it's energy. When you express thanks, you create a positive moment for both people.
That reminds me of something I do before bed. Every night, I write down 3 things I'm thankful for. They don't have to be big things. Sometimes it's just, I saw a pretty flower, or I had a nice chat with Mark.
Oh, that's nice to hear. I think writing it down helps you remember those good moments.
Yes, and it also helps when I'm having a bad day. I can read my gratitude notes and see that there are still good things in my life.
That's a great habit. Listeners, you can try this too. Take a small notebook and every day write 3 things you are grateful for. It can help you learn English too because you practice writing simple sentences.
For example, I am thankful for my breakfast, or I am thankful for my teacher. It's easy and powerful at the same time.
Let's practice saying some gratitude sentences together. I'll say one, and then you repeat it after me. Ready?
Ready?
I am thankful for my health.
I am thankful for my health.
I am thankful for my family.
I am thankful for my family.
I am thankful for today.
I am thankful for today.
Great job. When you say these words, try to feel them in your heart, not just with your mouth.
Yes, feel the emotion. When you feel gratitude, your English sounds more natural too.
That's true. Language is more than words. It's about feelings and connection. Gratitude helps you express both.
I remember one time I was traveling alone in another country. I didn't speak the language well, but I smiled and said thank you in their language every time someone helped me. And guess what? People were so kind to me.
That's a great story. Gratitude is a universal language. You can say it with words, a smile, or even your eyes.
I agree. Sometimes, even when I can't find the right words, I just smile sincerely. People understand.
That's because gratitude has a special energy. It makes you more open, kind, and peaceful.
You know, Mark, when I practice gratitude, I also notice that I complain less.
That's interesting. Why do you think that happens?
Because my focus changes. Instead of thinking, I don't have enough, I start thinking, I already have so much. It changes my mood completely.
That's so true. Gratitude changes your perspective. It helps you see that even if life isn't perfect, it's still full of blessings.
Yes, and when we are thankful, we also become more patient and kind.
Exactly. Gratitude doesn't just change your words, it changes your life.
That's why it's so important to teach it to beginners. Learning English with gratitude is not just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about building a positive mindset.
Perfectly said, Anna. And I think that's a good place to pause for now. We'll continue talking about how to practice gratitude in daily situations, at work, with friends, and even when life feels hard.
I can't wait.
Welcome back, everyone. In the first part, we talked about what gratitude means and how it makes our lives happier. Now, let's go deeper and explore how we can practice gratitude in everyday life, not just in good times, but also when things are difficult.
That's a great point, Mark. It's easy to feel thankful when everything is going well. But the real power of gratitude appears when we can say thank you even during challenges.
Exactly. Let's start with something simple, daily routines. Anna, how do you bring gratitude into your day?
Well, I start every morning by taking a deep breath and saying quietly, "Thank you for this new day." It sounds simple, but it makes a big difference. It reminds me that I have another chance to live, learn, and grow.
I love that. I also try to do the same. When I open my eyes, instead of thinking, "Oh no, I'm so tired," I say, "Thank you for this morning." That one sentence changes my mood.
Yes, our first thoughts shape our day. When we begin with gratitude, the rest of the day feels smoother.
And it's not only about saying thank you, it's about paying attention. For example, when I drink my morning coffee, I take a moment to really enjoy it. I notice the smell, the warmth, the taste. Then I think, "Thank you, coffee."
That's so cute, Mark. I do the same thing with my tea. Sometimes I even thank the water for being clean. It reminds me that not everyone has easy access to clean water, so it makes me feel lucky.
That's a beautiful mindset. Gratitude helps us see the things we often take for granted, like clean water, fresh air, food, or electricity.
Absolutely. I remember one time there was a power outage at my home. I couldn't use my phone or turn on the lights, and I was annoyed at first. But then I looked out the window and saw how bright the moon was. I thought, wow, nature gives us light too. I felt peaceful.
That's such a lovely example. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means finding light even in dark moments.
Exactly. And I think this is a good practice for English learners too. When you feel frustrated about studying, try to say, "I'm thankful I have time to learn." It changes your energy.
Yes, gratitude helps you stay motivated. It turns "I have to study" into "I get to study." That's a big difference in attitude.
It really is. I used to say, "I have to go to work." But now I say, "I get to go to work." It makes me appreciate my job and the people I work with.
That's powerful. Gratitude can even make your workplace happier. When you thank your colleagues, it builds trust and kindness.
I agree. When someone helps me at work, I always say, "Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it." And I look at them with a smile. It makes a real difference.
That's true. And for English learners, this is great practice. Saying thank you politely is part of English culture. You can say, "Thank you for your time. I really appreciate your help. That was very kind of you."
And don't forget tone. It's not only about the words, but how you say them. If you smile and make eye contact, people can feel your gratitude.
Absolutely. Gratitude is a feeling that travels through your voice.
You know, I once had a student who was always nervous speaking English. But one day, she started writing thank you notes to her classmates in English. It helped her practice writing and also made her feel more confident.
That's such a great idea. Writing thank you notes is a wonderful way to practice English and spread kindness.
Yes, even a short message like, "Thank you for helping me today," or "I'm grateful for your friendship,"
can make someone's day brighter.
Gratitude is contagious. When you share it, it grows.
That's so true, Mark. And sometimes gratitude isn't about others. It can also be about ourselves.
Good point. Many people forget to thank themselves.
Yes, I like to tell myself, "Thank you, Anna, for doing your best today," or "Thank you for taking care of your health." It helps me feel kind toward myself instead of judging or comparing.
That's a very important lesson. Gratitude helps us love ourselves more. And when we love ourselves, we treat others with more love too.
Exactly. Gratitude creates a circle of kindness. It starts with you and spreads outward.
That's beautiful. And it reminds me of something. Even science says gratitude is good for our health.
Really?
Yes, studies show that people who practice gratitude sleep better, feel less stress, and are more optimistic.
Wow, that's amazing. So being thankful is good for our body and mind.
Exactly. Gratitude is like medicine, free and always available.
I like that. It's the best medicine with no side effects.
True. And it's easy to practice. You just need to pause for a moment and ask yourself, what can I be thankful for right now?
That's a great question. Even on a bad day, there's always something. Maybe a lesson learned, a kind word, or just being alive.
Yes, gratitude doesn't deny pain, but it gives you strength to face it.
I love that. Gratitude gives us power. The power to see beauty, even when life is not perfect.
And maybe that's what makes life meaningful. Not waiting for big happiness, but finding joy in small moments.
Exactly. Gratitude turns ordinary days into special ones.
Beautifully said, Anna. In the next part, let's explore how to express gratitude in different situations, with friends, family, strangers, and even when someone hurts us.
Oh, that's a deep one. I'm excited.
Welcome back again. In this part, we're going to talk about something very important, how to express gratitude in different situations. Gratitude isn't only for good moments or for people we like. Sometimes the most powerful gratitude happens in unexpected places, even during hard times or after conflict.
That's so true, Mark. Gratitude can be shown in many ways, and each situation teaches us something new. Let's start with the easiest one, with friends. How do you usually express gratitude to your friends?
Well, I like to say it directly. If a friend helps me or spends time with me, I tell them, "Thank you for being there," or "I really enjoy your company." Simple words, but they make people feel appreciated.
Yes, I agree. I often tell my close friends, "I'm lucky to have you in my life." It's not just thanks, it's deeper. It's about showing them that I value the relationship.
That's beautiful. Gratitude makes friendships stronger. It reminds people that they matter.
And it's also about actions. Sometimes, instead of just saying thank you, I like to do something kind in return, like cook for a friend, write a small note, or help them with something they need.
That's a great point. Gratitude in action is very powerful. When you give back, it creates a positive cycle.
Exactly. And this works with family too. Sometimes we forget to thank our parents, siblings, or children because we think they already know we're grateful.
That's true. We often take family for granted. But when you take a moment to say, "Thank you, Mom, for always listening," or "Dad, I appreciate how hard you work," it touches their hearts deeply.
Yes, I once told my mother, "Thank you for cooking for me every day." She smiled and said, "I didn't think you noticed." That moment made me realize how powerful simple gratitude can be.
That's lovely. Gratitude makes people feel seen and valued.
And with children, it's also important. When a parent thanks their child, even for small things, it teaches them kindness. Like, "Thank you for helping with the dishes," or "Thank you for sharing your toy."
Yes, children learn through example. When they see gratitude, they naturally become more respectful and kind.
Gratitude really is like a language of love. Everyone can understand it.
I like that phrase, Anna. a language of love. It's so true. And we can also use gratitude with strangers.
Oh, yes. I love thanking strangers, like bus drivers, cashiers, waiters, or even someone who holds the door open for me. It makes small interactions so much warmer.
Absolutely. When you say, thank you so much, and add a smile, it can brighten someone's day.
One time I was late and in a rush. The bus driver waited an extra moment so I could get on. I said, "Thank you, sir. You saved my day." He laughed and said, "You're welcome, miss. Have a good one." It made both of us smile.
That's a great example. Gratitude turns ordinary moments into connections. You never know. Your kindness might make someone else's day better too.
Exactly. And now, let's talk about the hardest part. Feeling gratitude when someone hurts us.
That's definitely not easy, but it's possible, and it can bring healing.
I agree. I remember when a close friend disappointed me. I was sad and angry for a while. But later, I realized that the experience taught me how to set better boundaries and understand my emotions. So I said to myself, "Thank you for the lesson."
That's very wise, Anna. Sometimes people hurt us without meaning to, and sometimes they do it on purpose. Either way, gratitude helps us grow stronger instead of bitter.
Yes, it doesn't mean you have to forgive everything right away or stay close to that person. It just means you can be thankful for what the experience taught you.
Exactly. Gratitude transforms pain into wisdom.
I love that, Mark. Gratitude transforms pain into wisdom. That should be on a poster.
Maybe we should make one. But seriously, it's a powerful idea. When you look back on difficult moments and you can still say, "Thank you for teaching me," it shows emotional strength.
Yes, because gratitude doesn't come from perfection. It comes from understanding.
Well said. And it's also important to remember that gratitude can be quiet. Sometimes you don't have to say anything out loud. You can simply feel thankful inside your heart.
That's true. Silent gratitude is still powerful. I often do that when I'm walking or when I see something beautiful, like the sunset or a tree moving in the wind. I just whisper inside, "Thank you."
That's such a peaceful image. Gratitude connects us with the present moment.
Yes, it reminds us that life is happening now, not yesterday or tomorrow.
Exactly. When we practice gratitude, we live more fully.
And it doesn't matter where you are, at home, at work, on the bus, or in a difficult situation, you can always find something to be thankful for.
That's the beauty of it. Gratitude is always available.
I think the more we practice it, the more natural it becomes. It's like learning a new language. At first you have to think about it, but later, it just flows.
Yes, gratitude becomes part of who you are. It changes your words, your tone, and even your face. You start smiling more, worrying less.
Exactly. It's like your heart learns a new rhythm. Slower, softer, happier.
That's beautiful, Anna. In the next part, let's explore how gratitude connects to self-growth, how being thankful can make us more confident, peaceful, and successful.
Oh, I love that topic. Gratitude as a tool for personal growth. That sounds exciting.
Welcome back, everyone. Now that we've talked about expressing gratitude toward others and even in difficult situations, let's go a little deeper. How gratitude helps us grow as individuals. Gratitude is not just about manners or kindness. It's also a powerful tool for self-growth and emotional strength.
That's so true, Mark. I think gratitude can completely change how we see ourselves. When I started practicing gratitude, I stopped comparing my life to other people's. I began to focus more on what I already have instead of what I lack.
That's such an important point. Comparison often steals our happiness. When we're grateful, we focus on abundance, not on what's missing. It gives us peace of mind.
Exactly. I used to look at social media and think, oh, she travels so much, or he has a better job. But when I practiced gratitude, I started saying, I'm thankful for my cozy home, my friends, my health. Suddenly my life felt rich again.
That's the power of gratitude. It doesn't change what you have, it changes how you see what you have.
Yes, and that's why it's so important for self-confidence. When you appreciate your own journey, you feel more grounded. You don't need to prove anything to anyone.
That's right. Gratitude helps us stop chasing perfection. Instead, we focus on progress.
I love that. And I think it's also connected to self-compassion. When I'm grateful for who I am, I stop being so hard on myself.
That's very true, Anna. Gratitude and self-love are like best friends. When you thank yourself for trying, learning, and growing, you start to build inner peace.
Yes, even when I make mistakes, I say, "Thank you, Anna, for learning something new." That small sentence changes how I feel. Instead of guilt, I feel understanding.
That's a beautiful habit. Many people think gratitude is only for happy things, but we can also be grateful for our struggles because they teach us resilience.
Absolutely. I remember when I failed my first job interview. I was so sad, but later I realized it helped me prepare better for the next one, which I got. So now I say, "Thank you, failure, for helping me grow."
That's a great example. Every experience, even failure, can be a teacher if we look at it through the lens of gratitude.
And gratitude also helps with stress. When I feel anxious, I stop and name 5 things I'm thankful for. It always calms me down.
I love that technique. It's simple but powerful. Let's try it now. What are 5 things you're grateful for today, Anna?
Okay. 1, I'm thankful for this podcast. 2, I'm thankful for good health. 3, I'm thankful for my morning coffee. 4, I'm thankful for my family. And 5, I'm thankful for you, Mark.
Thank you, Anna. That's very kind. Okay, my turn. 1, I'm thankful for waking up early today. 2, I'm thankful for the cool morning air. 3, I'm thankful for having work that I enjoy. 4, I'm thankful for my friends. And 5, I'm thankful for this great conversation.
That's perfect. You see, when we say these things out loud, we instantly feel happier.
Yes, because gratitude shifts our focus from what's wrong to what's right. It's like cleaning a dirty window. Suddenly, the world looks brighter.
I love that image. Gratitude really is like cleaning the mind. It helps us see clearly.
And it also helps us become more patient. When we're thankful for what we already have, we don't rush to get everything at once. We trust that good things will come in time.
That's so true. Gratitude teaches patience and trust. It reminds us that life unfolds at its own pace.
And that brings peace. Instead of worrying about the future, we can say, "I'm thankful for today, and I trust tomorrow will be okay."
Yes, gratitude keeps us in the present moment, not stuck in the past or lost in the future.
That's why many mindfulness teachers say that gratitude is a form of meditation.
I can see that. When I focus on what I'm thankful for, my mind becomes quiet. I feel calm and centered.
Exactly. Gratitude doesn't need silence or special music. It's a way of being.
You know, Mark, I once read a quote that said, "Gratitude turns what we have into enough." And I think that's the secret to real happiness.
That's one of my favorite quotes too. It's simple, but so true. Gratitude is the key to contentment.
And contentment doesn't mean we stop dreaming. It means we enjoy what we have while working toward what we want.
Perfectly said, Anna. Gratitude doesn't stop growth, it supports it. Because when you feel thankful, you have more energy and motivation to create.
Exactly. Gratitude gives us confidence because we start from a place of abundance, not lack.
Yes, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," you start thinking, "I already have something beautiful to offer."
That's so empowering. Gratitude is like a mirror that reflects your best self back to you.
I love that metaphor. And I think gratitude also helps us connect with others in a more genuine way. When you're thankful, you stop competing and start supporting.
Yes, because you realize there's enough for everyone. Gratitude removes jealousy and replaces it with kindness.
That's very true. When we feel grateful, we see others' success as inspiration, not threat.
And that makes the world a happier place. Gratitude creates peace inside and around us.
Exactly. Gratitude starts in the heart, but it spreads everywhere, into our thoughts, our actions, our relationships, and even our dreams.
Wow, I love that. It's like a ripple in water. One small act of gratitude can touch many lives.
Yes, and that's why it's one of the most beautiful things we can practice every day.
I totally agree, Mark. In the next part, let's guide our listeners through a short gratitude exercise, something they can do at home to practice English and feel thankful at the same time.
That sounds perfect. A gratitude practice in English. That's a great way to learn and grow together.
Let's do it.
Welcome back, everyone. This time, as promised, we're going to guide you through a simple but powerful gratitude exercise that you can do every day to improve both your English and your emotional well-being. Gratitude is not just something to think about, it's something to practice. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
That's right, Mark. And the best part is you don't need anything special. You just need a few quiet minutes and an open heart. You can do this exercise in the morning, before bed, or anytime you feel stressed or sad.
Exactly. So let's begin by finding a comfortable position. If you're listening to this, you can sit down, relax your shoulders, and take a slow, deep breath in and out.
Breathe in again and breathe out slowly. Feel your body relax. Let go of your worries for a moment.
Now, in your mind, think of one thing you are thankful for right now. It could be something simple, like the sunshine, your breakfast, your favorite song, or the fact that you can listen to this podcast.
Yes, it doesn't have to be big. Gratitude starts small. Maybe you're thankful for your hands that let you write, or your eyes that let you see. Take a moment to feel that thankfulness.
Good. Now, let's make it into a sentence in English. Repeat after us. I am thankful for, and say the thing you thought of.
For example, I am thankful for my morning coffee. Or, I am thankful for my family.
Excellent. Now, think of one person you feel grateful for. It could be someone from your family, a friend, a teacher, or even a stranger who once helped you.
Picture that person in your mind. Imagine their face, their smile. What did they do that made you feel thankful?
When you're ready, say quietly, thank you for, and finish the sentence in English.
For example, thank you for helping me when I was sad. Or, thank you for believing in me.
Beautiful. Now notice how you feel inside. Gratitude brings warmth to your heart. It's a gentle reminder that kindness is everywhere.
That's right. Even when life feels hard, there's always someone or something we can thank.
Okay, next part of the exercise. Let's think about yourself. Sometimes we forget to appreciate ourselves, but self-gratitude is very important.
Yes, so now think of something you did well today, even something small. Maybe you cleaned your room, finished your homework, or smiled at someone.
When you have that in mind, say, thank you, me, for, and finish the sentence.
For example, thank you, me, for trying my best today. Or, thank you, me, for being kind.
Excellent! You can also write these sentences in your notebook. It helps both your English and your heart grow stronger.
That's true. I keep a gratitude journal. Every night I write 3 sentences that begin with, I am thankful for. Sometimes they are about big things, sometimes small things.
That's such a good practice. Let's give our listeners a little structure they can use every day. You can write like this. I am thankful for. I am thankful for. I am thankful for.
It looks simple, but it really changes your mindset. After 1 week, you start noticing more good things around you.
Yes, because gratitude trains your brain to look for positivity. The more you look for it, the more you see it.
And as you keep doing it, your English improves naturally. You practice vocabulary, sentence structure, and emotional expression at the same time.
That's the beauty of it, learning English through gratitude.
Mark, maybe we can do a short gratitude dialogue together to show how it sounds in a natural conversation.
Great idea. Let's do it.
Okay, I'll start. Mark, I'm thankful for our podcast because it helps people learn English and feel good at the same time.
Thank you, Anna. I'm thankful for you because you bring warmth and joy to every conversation.
That's so kind. I'm also thankful for our listeners who join us every week.
Yes, without them, this podcast wouldn't exist. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this journey.
See, that's how gratitude makes a conversation more alive. It's not just polite, it's emotional, real, and full of connection.
That's right. And the more you use these sentences in daily life, the more natural they'll feel. You can say, I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me. I'm so grateful for your help. Thank you for your kindness.
Yes, and don't forget to smile when you say them. Gratitude without a smile is like tea without sugar.
I love that comparison. It's true. A smile makes your gratitude shine.
And it also helps you connect with people from any culture. Gratitude is universal.
Yes, it's a bridge between hearts. You don't need perfect grammar to make someone feel appreciated. Even simple words said sincerely can touch deeply.
That's so true. Sometimes just saying thank you in English with real emotion can make a stranger's day.
Absolutely. Gratitude is a small word with big power.
You know, Mark, when I practice gratitude every day, I notice that I become more creative and optimistic. Problems don't scare me as much anymore.
That's because gratitude rewires the brain. It changes how we think. Instead of fear, we start seeing possibilities.
Yes, when we say I'm thankful for this challenge, it turns obstacles into opportunities.
Exactly. Gratitude helps us learn faster, love deeper, and live wiser.
I couldn't agree more. And for our listeners, remember, you can start today. Just write 3 things you're thankful for and say them out loud in English.
It might feel strange at first, but soon it will become natural, and you'll notice that your mood and your English both improve.
Yes, gratitude makes you fluent in happiness and in language.
Beautifully said, Anna. In our final part, let's wrap everything up with a reflection. How gratitude can change the world around us one word, one smile, and one thank you at a time.
Perfect ending. Let's inspire our listeners to bring gratitude into every part of their lives.
Let's reflect together for a moment. Think about how the world would feel if more people practiced gratitude every day. Imagine if everyone said thank you a little more often to their friends, their parents, their teachers, even to strangers.
The world would be a softer, kinder place. Gratitude creates connection. When you thank someone, you remind them that their actions matter, that they make a difference.
Exactly. Gratitude is like a ripple in water. One small thank you can travel far. When you express appreciation, that energy continues. The person you thank might go on to thank someone else, and the circle of kindness grows.
Yes, gratitude doesn't just change your heart, it changes the world around you.
So here's a small challenge for our listeners. Today, tell 3 people thank you in English. You can say, "Thank you for helping me." "Thank you for your smile." "Thank you for being here."
And watch the reactions. You'll see smiles, surprise, or warmth in their eyes. Gratitude is contagious, in the best way.
That's right. And if you're shy, you can start by writing thank you messages. Send a short text or note. For example, "Hi, I just wanted to say thank you for your kindness. I really appreciate it."
Simple words, but full of heart. You don't need to be perfect in English to touch someone's soul.
You know, Anna, when I first started learning English, I used to say thank you a lot, maybe too much. But over time, I realized that those two words were helping me connect with people faster than any grammar rule.
I can relate. Gratitude breaks language barriers. Even if you only say thank you, people feel your sincerity.
And that's the essence of communication, not just words, but emotion.
Yes, learning English is not only about speaking correctly, it's about expressing your heart clearly. Gratitude helps you do that naturally.
So, to everyone listening, keep practicing. Every thank you makes your English softer, more human, and more beautiful.
And remember, gratitude is a daily practice. You don't have to wait for something big to happen. You can be thankful for small things. Your morning tea, the rain, the sound of laughter, or even your breath.
Exactly. Every breath is a gift. Every moment is a chance to appreciate life.
Let's end today's episode with a few affirmations our listeners can repeat after us, slowly with feeling.
Great idea. Ready? Repeat after us.
I am thankful for this moment.
I am thankful for the people in my life.
I am thankful for my body and my health.
I am thankful for my ability to learn and grow.
I am thankful for myself, for being strong and kind.
Beautiful. When you speak these sentences, feel them. Let the words touch your heart.
Yes, and if you do this every morning, your day will start with light and peace.
Thank you, Anna, for guiding our listeners through this beautiful practice.
Thank you, Mark, and thank you, dear listeners, for joining us today. We're so grateful for your time and your presence.
Remember, gratitude is not something you wait to feel, it's something you choose to feel every single day.
That's right. So go out there, speak your thank yous, and shine your light wherever you go.
Until next time, stay thankful
Stay kind.
and keep learning English with love and gratitude.